Hi, Timothy Eckert here, and in this video I want to cover some math operations available in C++. So let's get started. We're going to include our header file by typing a hashtag, then include space, then the left bracket, then we're going to type iostream and a right bracket. We're also going to include a header file called math.h, which we're going to use for exponents later on. Okay, we're going to create our main function here. So I type int, a space, main, and then an open and closing parentheses, and then I open the function with a left curly brace. After that, I can do some math, but one thing I probably want to include is the namespace, std, so I don't have to type std colon colon, so let's do that. So let's type using namespace std and put a semicolon at the end of that. And now I'll type cout, a space, two left brackets, and then the math operation I want to complete. Let's do 2 plus 3. I'm going to then do a space and do two left brackets, then end L for end line. And after that, I'm going to return 0. I'm going to close my left curly braces as such and save my file and open up a terminal. And I'm going to compile this with the command g++, then the name of the program, which is math.c++, a space, a -o for output, and then the file I want to compile it to, which is just going to be math. I'm going to hit enter, and everything compiled fine. I'm going to run it with a period, / and then math. And we see we get 5 when we add 2 plus 3, which makes a lot of sense. I can also do subtraction, so if I change this to a minus and save, open up a terminal, I should now, after I recompile and rerun, I should get -1, which I do. Okay, let's exit back out of here. I can also do multiplication. So I can do 2 times 3, which should give me 6. I'll save this, open back up a terminal, recompile, rerun the program, and I get 6. Now, we can also do division. Okay. If I do division, open back up the terminal, recompile, and rerun, I should get 0.66 or 0.6 repeating, something like that, but I get 0. The reason being is the division quotient returned is an integer and you chop off the decimal part. So it's chopping off the 0.66 and just leaving 0. Okay. Let's exit out of that and let's actually delete this stuff and try the modulo operator. So this time I'll do 3 modulo 2. And what the modulo operator does is it divides the first number by the second number and then gives you the remainder as the result. So 3 divided by 2, well, 2 goes into 3 one time and has a remainder of 1. So in this case, the modulo is going to be 1. I'm going to save this, open back up a terminal, recompile, and rerun, and you'll see I get 1. To illustrate this a little bit more, if we had 7 divided by 2 would be 3, also with a remainder of 1. I'll show you when we rerun this, or recompile, and then rerun, we still get 1, okay? All right, we can also, because we've included the math.h header, we can type POW for power, and then do 2 raised to the third power, which would be 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8. So we'll get 8 from this. Okay? And if we rerun this, we get 8. Okay, now I want to talk a little bit about order of operations. So we could have a math sequence here, 2 plus 3 times 5. And in C++, as most other programming languages, or pretty much all of them, C++ follows the rules of the order of operations. So we're going to do the multiplication first and then do the addition. So it'd be 3 times 5, which would give you 15, plus 2 is 17. Okay, so just to prove that to you, let's save it. Let's open up a terminal, recompile, and rerun, and we get 17. Okay, if we wanted to do addition first, we can surround 2 plus 3 by parentheses because parentheses are more important than, or they come first. I shouldn't say more important. They come first in the order before multiplication. So now it's going to be 2 plus 3, which is 5 times 5. It'll give us 25. So let's recompile and rerun, and we get 25. So you've got to remember when you're doing math in C++ or really any other programming language that you're going to use the rules of the order of operations. Okay. The other thing we can do here is we can do math operations with integers. So I could declare two integers, num1 and num2, and then I could initialize them with different values. Let's say num1 equals 5 and num2 equals 7. And instead of numbers here, we can easily do math calculations with integers. So just to prove that to you, I can do num1 plus num2, and that'll give us 12 in this case. Once we compile and rerun, and we get 12. So we can do any kind of math operation with integers that we declare and initialize. So that's a few math operations available in C++. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like button as it will get out to more people. I want to thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.